So
We have, there's an executive session here, so.
So it's standard, we have an executive session, are you asking to go into executive session?
we are going to have to go into executive session. I will make a motion to go into closed session.
To discuss personnel issues?
Second.
Trustee, it's already on the agenda. Are you saying you wanna do this now? You wanna advance it?
No, we're gonna do it after.
Oh, hold on 1 second, hold on.
It's in addition to
Hold on 1
what's on the
second,
agenda.
hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Comment.
Okay, it's on the agenda, so after we do, whoever, we go follow our agenda, and whoever we done, and then we're going to close. So I apologize for that, you may have to seek for public
The
comment.
only reason I was saying that because your attorney said he did not have anything,
Right.
Well, that's what he said.
I do not have a report.
He says that all the time and we find out.
Okay, well, anyway, let's move forward. Public comment,
Hello, board. Anita Evans, 14205 Marshfield. I just want to make a comment about your department heads. It's kind of disrespectful to the residents for your department heads not to show up this review. You know, because when we have a problem, we really need to hear from the department heads. Like, what I want to complain about, only thing you all can do is say thank you, Ms. Evans. You know, you have the public works, the treasurer, and the code enforcer is not here. And these are the people that the residents would like to address. I have a problem with this hole in the street at 144th and Marshfield. Can anyone tell me something about that?
trustee Roberts.
Well, all I can say about the hole in Marshfield is we have a lot of holes, and they're gonna start addressing the holes once we find out if we have the funds to go and buy what they call the cold patch, because that's all we can do right now because the asphalt place is closed. So all we can do is buy cold patch and put in it. I will speak with the superintendent on tomorrow morning and get that addressed for you quickly as possible.
And also a speed bump on 143rd Street between Marshfield and Wood Street. What's going on with that? I mean, you know, you all put it in a funny area. You know, the area that you put it in is, you put it in someone's driveway, which had it been my house, I would have been here at the village complaining. But now, they're not, half of them are not there. It's like they were pulled up. Have you all been on that side of the
Which
village?
part, I saw the,
143rd?
yes ma'am, I saw the one that was pulled up, it was due to the snowplow truck.
Okay, so what do you all
so-
plan on doing about
So,
that?
what I might talk to the superintendent about is probably pulling the other three up, and when the summer comes, we'll place them back down, put them in place.
Could you put them in an area where it would be
But
For the park.
serve a purpose, where it would serve a purpose?
they have they have it right there for the park where the kids cross at. So what I would do is try to have him to relocate them, but they have to be by the park.
And
But-
also, Mr. Thompson, you're talking about the streets, getting the streets done. No one seems to think about the east side of Wood Street. When you all were doing all those streets, nobody thought about that side. Our streets are just as bad. You all could have considered, you know, some of our streets on that side of the village. So I'm hoping that when you all get the extra money or whatever it is you're gonna get, that someone will come over there and evaluate our streets, because our streets are just as bad as the ones over on this side of Dixmoor.
Would you like a response?
Yeah.
The county came out and did the evaluations and picked the areas that they wanted to expend the funds in. We didn't go out and pick all of the areas. We just gave them locations to look at, and they picked the areas where they would like to start and spend their money. And they wrote up the descriptions.
So you gave them areas to look
No,
at?
we gave them all the areas of Dixmoor. We gave them a long list of different locations in Dixmoor, a lot of streets. They picked the areas that they thought would be valuable to get done with the funding. They came out and evaluated. That's why the first grant has certain streets, the next grant has certain areas, and hopefully this year when we apply again, we'll add more streets and we're trying to accommodate the whole village if we can.
that would be good if you could come on the outside sometime and do some type of improvement. Okay, I have one more question to the chairman of the Police and Fire Committee. I've noticed that Jason Bell's name has been on the agenda for the past couple of meetings, and he's the fire chief, am I right, of, Harvey?
Yes, yes.
Okay, why hasn't he never, ever come to any of our meetings? Do you have any type of interaction with him?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so can you tell us anything that's going on with that? Because we never get a report on how many fires or anything.
Yeah, you do.
I should say, we won't say never, but I will have a report the next meeting, but I won't say never, because Mr. Bell has, or Chief Bell has, and he has come to, a meeting, and he will come when I request
A
him.
meeting,
He has come to,
more than one.
he come to a couple meetings, I have to say, but no, he comes upon request. And it is in the contract.
It would be
It's in the
nice for you to
contract.
make that request, so the residents can know what's going on with them.
So if you're requesting it, that's all you have to do is ask me and I will do that, but I will let you know that he does not, per the contract, have to come to all meetings, but upon request, he will come.
When was the last time he was here?
I'm not gonna, I can't answer you, I'm not gonna just call out a date.
During the summer?
5 minutes.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Any other public comments? Okay, Bishop?
Good evening, everyone.
You-
My name is Charlene McFadden. I live at 143-34 Vale. I'm standing on behalf of some of the things that I heard tonight. One of the things that disturbed me is that we're behind in bills, the bills that haven't been, what did you say? I heard you say at least $800. Bills that haven't been paid
More
yet.
than that.
No, I'm
400,000.
Didn't you have two of them, one for 400, another one for 400?
It was 4,000.
Oh, that was 4,000.
4,700.
Excuse me, I
I
am
didn't,
so
I
sorry.
said I wasn't here to explain it.
I thought you said 400. Please forgive
But
me.
no, there is a 400,000 now.
Ms. McFadden, what they said is that unpaid bills are $400,000. That's what they
Oh, I
said.
thought he was just saying a $400. I'm so
No.
sorry.
400,000.
Please forgive me.
400,000.
Please forgive me. Okay, then now I'm have to rephrase that a little bit. I'm wondering how the village became behind that much in the bills when the water bill keeps going up. And I pay mine on time.
Taxes went up too.
So what's the problem that the village can't pay on time? Because, I mean, the bill, it's gone up at least 3 times that I can think of right now in the past 2 years. So what's up? Williams was talking about raising our property tax.
He did.
Everything is being raised, but bills aren't being paid with what you have already, so what's up? I mean, I'm just curious. Where is the money? If we know the bill collectors don't have it.
You see,
We know that, so I'm asking where's the money? I also would like to know, and I really do need answers to these questions. If Williams is getting $72,000 a year, where is he? Why can't he get an audit finished? Why is he making $72,000? I just need simple answers to these little questions, because it appears to me, at least I'm not sure, but I'd like to know what trustee sitting up there is making $72,000 a year. Just a little thing that'd be cool. So if you're not making $72,000, why are you giving away $72,000 to someone who's not even working? Tell you what, give me half of the $72,000. I'll show up every day and I will work on those books. Might not be able to do a perfect job, but I bet you I can do better than what he does. Give me the job, I'm an employee. Ain't got to worry about no vacation.
Well, Ms. McFadden,
Okay,
to answer your questions with the finance, I do sit as the finance chairman. I have been asking for Mr. Williams to show us actual statements as well as the accounts that the money that sits in the account. I have yet to see it. Not only just myself, but Trustee Corner that sits on the committee, as well as Trustee Janita Smith. We send him emails on a daily basis asking that he attend meetings or let us know when he's available to come so that we can sit down and discuss this. Because to have $421,000 in back bills is ridiculous. And then for him to get up and say in previous meetings that the village has paid off bills and we no longer have any debt. You know, I see that as being false. To see that we owe the city of Harvey with the water bill and to say that we had paid the city of Harvey off is incorrect. So I have questions just like you have questions, and I've been asking that he come, and he has not participated and came. And what I was told was there was a meeting with all the department heads at the first of the year. In this meeting, it was told by the village president they don't have to attend our meetings. They don't have to interact with the trustees. So therefore, this is what we have. We have studied backdated bills, which is incurring costs. You're incurring penalties. So we have a shutdown. Just like in Springfield, there's a shutdown. There's a shutdown here because I refuse to pay any bills that I have questions to, and I'm not getting the answers to it. Because you won't find me downtown in the office as to why we pay bills and we don't have no answer to them. So we are right now behind 2 board meetings and bills,
So
including
if
with
we're-
that.
If we're behind, okay, my stand is this. I have A1 credit. The reason I have A1 credit is because I pay my bills. Not only do I pay them ahead of time. I can't stand late charges, never had one. I'd probably cry if I ever got one. Everyone on this board is over 21. Everyone on this board should be responsible for something besides themselves. You got people sitting in this room who don't have a choice but to trust you. You're holding a gun over our head as if you have it pointed to our heads right now. Because we don't have a choice right now. Okay? President Armstrong, you need to be recalled. You have not done what you said you were going to do. The only thing you've done is turned into agreement number 2. We need you out. We need this village to start growing. We need to be able to walk out our doors without being afraid of somebody coming up in the driveway. There's a lot of things. There are cars that park on the block that I live on. They don't even live in the village. And they park and just go to different places. They just gone. I don't have the faith in Dixmoor that I used to have, but I definitely have none in you. None whatsoever. Right now, if there's anyone who wants to try it, my goal is to get a petition and get you out of that seat and get someone in it that's going to do the job properly. No hard feelings, no offense. It's just a matter of doing what you're being paid to do, and you're not doing it. So it's time for you to get up and move on.
Thank you. Bishop.
Sure, President, and to the board and to the community. I'm Bishop Johnson, Dixmoor Community Church. First, I want to thank our chief for the watch meeting he held at our church. And I was looking for trustees to be there, but we had one. It was good, and then our police showed up. In order to get relationship, you got to have a relationship with the community. And so I'm thankful that he started that going from different churches and holding. I told him and also Pastor Lewis, we promised when he had one, let us know we would be there to support and bring us together. Now, I like to say, I against anyone, but if you're gonna call the president, you have to call everybody. If they don't work with her, they don't get them done. There's no reason that the bill shouldn't be paid, whether that's treasurer come in or not. Somebody starts suing us for not paying them bills, we're gonna be in more trouble than that. Now, we ain't here looking like Washington or anywhere else. Your responsibility, when you hold up your hand and took that oath, every time you sit down there, remember that you took that oath, and your oath is to furnish and pay for and build whatever this village has, what you have, do what you have to do. If the person ain't doing their job, then you take care of them.
That's right.
If there one person up there is out of order, the board there is supposed to be in order for them to quieten them down, whoever it is, that this village go on. And you just can't walk out at one of these meetings and go anywhere you want to go. I was fooling with my computer a few minutes ago. Not my phone. When this in session, we got to respect it down there. I said, this lawyer here got his computer here while you're talking. That's disrespecting here. He knows that. Respect comes from everyone in here. I give respect, I expect respect. If we have an ordinance of zoning, if it was a handshake, back that time, it's made a president reinstated. Everything don't have to go through the committee. Certain things, if it's down, they don't go through the committee. Now you say you can't find it? There had to be some kind of ordinance that doesn't zone something somewhere. If it's been zoned, then it's the president. Now you can get law and find a whole lot of new things, but we are a small community, and we can't operate like Chicago. We can't operate like South Harlem. We have to operate like Dixmoor. All of you, even us. When you don't do the job and we don't stand up and hold you responsible, we just as guilty as all of you. So anyway, shaking, you know what? I don't want to see our village going down and all of this politics playing one. Four people's going. I'm gonna operate. I'm gonna get you to work on my side, and I'm gonna work on your side, and we're gonna hold things up. You think that's right? No, that's not right. I didn't get up here and say all that. I respect all of you. I'm saying it because I love this community. God's going to make some changes. He's going to make changes.
Yes.
God bless you. We all pray for each other. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. If there's no other comments at this time,
You do have,
we have a motion for the executive session. You want to go into executive session, have a motion?
Make that motion.
discussion.
Hold on 1 second, I'm sorry. I think I need to back up a little bit. Chief Mobley.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't get it acknowledged, but I did have some information to pass on to the community as well as the president and the board. First of all, the meeting for February will be on February 12th at 7 p.m. The location will still be determined, but that's a Friday for the third community watch meeting, the second one of this year. Once again, that's February 12th at 7 p.m. on Friday. We will start the robocall on next week, probably Monday, and then flyers will be issued out as well. Just as of note, for the community, we had 2 carjackings, one in the end of December and one on January 16th. The first one that happened, we're still working on the leads on that one. We got some good leads. The second one that happened, and 4 days later, that person was caught, and he is currently in jail. right now waiting on his travel. So, but just to add note, where this individual came from, is a strong concern of mine. And I mentioned to the mayor and mentioned it to the board of trustees that we have a problem in our village, and we need to address it as a whole and go over and really find out what this establishment is about and to see how we can correct it and secure it. And I'm talking about the old Jesse Ma Houston Center. It's over in an industrial area, but these people, they wander out into our community and they have been causing some mischief. And I really want to get a hold on it right now, because when the weather breaks, we all know what happens when the weather breaks. There used to be one entity that is now broken up into 3 wings, because that facility is very large. You got the Value Care Center, which houses like mental illness and disability people. So me, I feel that they need to have some type of medical staff on board, because twice we have found a mental illness person off into LKQ, and this person did not know where they were at. They climbed the fence. They had bags with them like a homeless person. Wasn't stealing anything, but just was disorienting. They have the outreach center, which are males 17 to 20 and a half, which are warded the state and DCFS. They got a new center, it's called DJJ, Department of Juvenile Justice, which also houses males from 17 to 20 and a half. From that is a transitional living program for them. And some of them are, when you say transitional, it means they're coming from the juvenile system or anything like that. I frequent that area. I stay in that area. Sometimes I'm coming home late, be it from out or work, and I see them walking up and down the streets. There needs to be a curfew law. They don't have any type of curfew enforcement. They're kind of coming and going as they please. So I'm asking the board. I'm always available. Let's get together collectively and do a walkthrough and educate ourselves on what's going on in the village and try to get a hold of that. Because if we don't put pressure on them, it's going
Exactly.
to
I agree.
get out of control. Also, for those of you who don't know, we do have a tip hotline for the police department. It's a tip hotline at villageofdixmoor.org. The only person that has access to that is myself and the investigator. So if you want to pass on any information, you could email us, and it will remain between myself and or the investigator. I heard you saying, please, at any given time, you can call me, make a call, you see any stray vehicles or whatever. I have put my officers in zones, that way they won't be all over the town, so you should see more frequent squad cars coming through, because they're assigned to their zone, and only time they should be out of their zone if they're assisting their partner on a priority call or a hot call. Outside of that, I have anything else.
Thank you, Chief. Okay, so at this time, I need a motion to go
Discussion.
into an executive
Discussion.
session.
Discussion.
Okay, hold on a second.
Can't discuss.
You need to go back up to the agenda, because you have Mr. McWilliams here, and that's what I was pointing to, a point of order to go back to the agenda before we head into executive session.
He's here?
Yes, he is.
Oh, I can see you, okay. Okay, Mr. McWilliam, about the pouring license, you can come up. You on the agenda?
You just want to,
Excuse me, what is it that you?
I haven't heard anything from the last meeting about the core license. You said that you would get with me, so there'll be some paperwork following. I haven't heard anything. I was just curious. But
Yeah,
motion.
If you can.
Mr. Williams,
Yes.
McWilliams,
Yes.
you said you haven't what?
I thought that I was gonna get some paperwork between now and then. That's what I was keeping over at.
So, my conversation with you on Tuesday, my conversation with you on Wednesday,
Yeah, so.
today is Thursday.
Is there an application that I apply? out another application? That's what I was curious about. I'm not sure of the process.
Okay, only thing that you need, I don't know why you would say that you have not heard from me. We talked for 2 days. That's okay though.
No, yeah.
We talked for 2 days,
You're
okay?
right.
All right, we talked for 2 days, but you said you had not heard from me. And I told you what was going on. I gave you step back step.
Yeah.
My understanding is that you have been approved by the Illinois Gaming Board to have the video gaming in your place,
Yes.
okay? So I don't know why you would say that you have not heard from me, Mr. McWilliams.
I didn't mean it like that. We thought, I just thought it was some paperwork to be followed up.
The only paperwork that I need is what you received from the state.
Because I didn't get a pour license.
You have to submit that particular paper in order to get your pouring license. You have to be approved by the state to have that video gaming. And once you get that, then you apply for your pouring license.
I get the pour license here at the village.
I know that. I don't have a problem with that, and I told you that before. So I don't know where you're coming from. We had a conversation on Tuesday, and we had a conversation on Wednesday.
Well, they said that.
And what you said that you was going to get back to me.
Right.
And something else that you said to me. So I'm not going to go into detail. But I don't know where,
Okay, we'll just leave it at that.
I hope so.
Okay.
So, Mr. Williams, you want to speak to the mayor after the meeting?
Yeah.
He doesn't need to speak to me after the meeting. He and I can have a conversation. He said he's going to get back with me.
Right.
And today is Thursday, and you didn't. I know what you said to me on Tuesday and what you said to me on Wednesday. And today is Thursday. And you didn't get back to me. And I'm not going to go into details about our conversation.
Okay. We'll talk. No problem.
Mayor, I have a question or something.
Yes, Trustee Davis.
It's backtracking to the police chief. Who is DJJ?
It's the Department of Juvenile Justice.
Is that the name of the company over there, or are you saying that it's?
There is 3 different wings now. So
Well,
you got Value Care, Outreach,
state.
and Department of Juvenile
I
Justice.
know Department of Juvenile Justice, but I'm inquired as to when did we get 2 new wings? Did it go through the board? That has not been discussed amongst the board, so they shouldn't even be in existence.
Discussion.
I had spoken to Mr. Cody about this,
And that was,
that facility.
that was the exact same thing
No,
I
he's
was
not
sitting
the
here
board. He's
thinking.
not the
I
board,
don't know
but there's
anything
some
about
things
the
that
other
came
2
up.
businesses.
Excuse me. There were some things that came up, and I took them to Mr. Cody.
Would it be in the minutes?
Because there
What
were
minutes is it?
permits and things that was issued by Mr. Cody, and had nothing been in front of the board regarding that.
That's my point. This
Right.
is my first time hearing that there are 2 additional wings.
Mhm.
I only know of one.
This-
We have citizens, and we have juveniles who just as well said they're grown men between 18 and what age did you say?
7 and 29.
It's dark over there. They have access to our community. We have children. We have seniors. We have everybody in the village, and we should have known that. And I don't think Mr. Cody has the authority to go forward without the board knowing what's going on. I shouldn't be just finding this out at the beginning.
This discussion.
That's all I have to say. That's a little
Discussion.
out of order in my opinion.
Discussion.
Yes.
To go down memory lane.
I'm sorry.
To go down memory lane, trustees. When Mr. Muhammad came and presented his business, I guess it might have slipped past you guys' ear. But he said he was getting the facility, and he stated that he would be in contracting with the Cook County Department of Juvenile. And one facility would be for the veterans, the other facility would be with the youth. And he stated that to us, and that's in the minutes. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna find the minutes. But Ms. Muhammad specifically told us
I
that.
can recall
And he
him
said,
discussing that issue. All
Uh-huh.
I'm saying is we should have been made known
when it opened up. Well, when it opened up, actually he invited the board to come because Cook County Board President Prewinkle came out. You had his director of the mental institution that was there. There were several other individuals, and he had invited the other board members at that time. But I guess no other board members except for myself and Fitz and Trustee Robert came to the invitation.
Well, I didn't get an invitation. I didn't send it to the village
I heard
email. I don't have access to the email, so.
Okay.
Your invitation.
But it was an invitation, and it was explained what was going to take place at the facility. It was explained.
They had gave them shit.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we gonna move forward, we'll get together.
Just forget what I was
No,
saying.
we gonna, no, there are some issues that need to be addressed with that facility down there. Okay, there are some issues that need to be addressed with that facility. There are some issues that need to be addressed with that
And it
facility.
sounds like they
And
need
what I will
to
do is have, yeah, and what I will do is Okay, hold on. Okay, so need a motion to go into executive
I
session.
make that motion.
Damn.
Allow the police chief to elaborate on that. Can I ask the police chief a question? And I would just like to ask, do they have security over there?
They do not have security.
They don't?
No.
So those boys are just going and coming and.
Second.
We need to get some structure on that.
Second.
We have, hold on. There was a motion that let's go into executive session. The motion was made by
Trustee Roberts.
and seconded by,
Trustee Michael Smith.
okay, roll call.
Trustee Corner.
Yes.
Trustee Davis. Yes. Trustee Janita Smith. Yes. Trustee Michael Smith.
It could be cleared.
Yes.
Trustee Roberts.
Yes.
Trustee Levine.
And this is the goal to discuss personnel issues. Okay.